We're recording. Hi, guys.
Yes, episode 101.
101.
But technically, it's season 2, like episode 17,
Mm-hmm.
18, something like that. But y'all know.
Y'all know.
Anyways,
Welcome
to
back.
the episode of Black
Yes.
Bougie and About It, where
Mm-hmm.
you get real, raw, and rich conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Abdi Ayana.
And I'm Jessica Monique.
And, I guess
we
let's do
back.
a quick little check-in because, you had a trip over the weekend and everything. How was that? How
All
are
was
you
good.
feeling? I need to go somewhere.
It was good. I love going to the beach. I love the beach. I love just like, I actually love water, even though, you know how that went in Mexico. But I actually love like being on the beach and just seeing everything and like.
You love being by the water?
I love being by the water. Yeah. It was just like peaceful to like sit out, and then I went with my family, and I went with my dad's side of the family. So that was actually our first real family trip. So that was fun, and we brought the kids and everything, and so it was really nice. We stayed in the house, and it was really nice. Had a pool there and everything. So
Okay.
it was really.
Was it an Airbnb or was it like just a vacation home rental?
It was an Airbnb.
I've been wanting to go to the beach, but I'm scared of these Airbnbs every time because I be hearing these horror stories.
It was an Airbnb. The house was really nice, and it was like walking distance really from the beach. I would say it was a few blocks. But they also had like some little bikes in there because people be like riding bikes and stuff. And what we did was when we all went, most of the guys like they drove trucks, so they would just drop us off at the beach, and then they came back and found a spot. And so so it was real nice. It wasn't far at all, but it was good. We had a good experience. I would say the only bad thing about the Airbnb we stayed in was like the floors were a little nasty. I feel like, just with sand and stuff, it probably whoever like was cleaning up, probably they need to go in there and like sweep and mop and stuff, because it wasn't like to the eye nasty. But a few times when I got out the shower, you know how you be like walking around putting your clothes on, you might not have your shoes on,
you can feel sand and stuff.
Like I need to like rinse my feet off. So that was the only thing bad really about it. But it was good. I had a good time. I love going the distance, and for the most part I've been going almost every year. I don't think I went last year, but usually we go like somewhere. We go to Destin almost every year, so it was good. I needed that.
I need me a little trip. I need me a vacation. I need to change the scenery. So I'm gonna try to go somewhere in June. I'm gonna try to go somewhere. Like I'm gonna see if my mom wanna go somewhere and just hide out and chill out for a weekend or something. Because maybe Juneteenth, that's what I'll do.
Oh, that'll be
I'm supposed to support the people, but I'm gonna support my mental health.
And that is supporting the people. That is supporting the people.
And get a little. I just need to change the scenery. I mean, even though Nashville is still a change of scenery and new, it's like no, I need like either the woods or the beach. I need some secludedness. I don't know if that's a word, but that's good. I'm glad your trip was good. That's really, really good.
Yeah, we're gonna keep recovering with the pockets, because it seemed like every time I like get my shit together, then somebody want to go somewhere else. So
yeah, I still got to get my stuff together for this Dallas trip with Tay to go see Horrible Decisions. So
that's gonna be fun.
That's next on my list as well. Of things to do in June to take care of. All right. Well, I'm doing cool, y'all. Yesterday was not a good day for me, but I'm good today. I'm gonna keep it pushing. We're moving on. And yeah, I'll get a little bit more into that once we get down into I don't know if this the raw or the real or the rich. Ain't no telling. But when we get to that topic, I'll talk about a little more about my day yesterday. But we're gonna first just get into the one of the hot topics that's been going around, which is DeSantis versus Disney. Now, I did my research and I read my articles and things on CNN and everything, and I was trying to find the original root of why DeSantis hates Disney. And one of the things that I saw and why he's even been like suing them and attacking them, because this has actually been going on for like a year or so now, this back and forth with DeSantis and Disney over just different things. It originally started with DeSantis allowing the legislator to, or Florida legislative, to overturn Disney's like special zoning laws and things like that, which basically puts Disney, they were exempt from some of the Florida laws and different bills and things that were passed, and they could kind of be in their own bubble. But when DeSantis allowed them to basically kick them out the zone, it took away some of those rights. So that was one of the things that he did. That was last year, and that goes into effect this year. But now, this whole $1 billion building situation that was going on, that DeSantis basically got taken off the table. Now Disney is suing them. And now they going tit for tat, back for back, like real messy politics. And even Donald Trump has come out and said, DeSantis, this is not the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
Yeah.
Because Disney DeSantis will be in court until he is almost dead in his grave, hooked up to the damn IV in the hospital, okay? Before if he think Disney just gonna bend over and do whatever it is that he wants just because they in the state of Florida. Because like a lot of people were saying, Disney brings a lot of money and economy to Florida. Orlando is a big part of Florida. I mean, I know people go to Miami and things like that, but you know, you got Disney. I mean, Disney is Disney.
Yeah.
Like, it is
of course, global company. Lots of revenue, really the jobs, all that money is bringing in. So of course. I don't know enough about like Disney's history in the state. Like, I don't know if it's like they're a nuisance to them, or like I'm wondering like why this hill to die on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made him so upset?
I don't even understand, because I mean, to me, I feel like he's focusing on passing all these bills and legislators and different things in Florida, when I'm like, don't you have a presidential election to get ready for? Shouldn't you be out here fundraising? Shouldn't you be out here, you know, shaking hands, kissing babies, like just doing all these different things? And you out here just causing and wreaking havoc. I feel like he go to bed and then he wake up in the morning and be like, so what can I fuck up today? Maybe like, because he's just going down the list. He's just going down the list.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks that, like, you know how on Power, like, Tate, he wants to take down what's his name? The white guys.
Weston?
Yeah, he's taking them down, like, to make his campaign seem stronger. Like, it's kind of like giving him something that people will remember him by. I wonder if he's trying to do something like that. And since Disney's such a big, you know, conglomerate, maybe he feels like taking them down will earn him some points or something. But I mean, I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna vote for him. Even the rednecks let their kids watch some Disney movies.
Like, exactly.
And I mean, even when you're looking at the stats right now, Donald Trump is like killing DeSantis, and you know, whatever, you know, I don't know what the polls are. I guess the online polls and the projections and all these things, Donald Trump is killing him. And right now, everybody like, shit, we ain't even got nobody for the Democrats. All we got is Joe. And we have unanimously said behind closed doors, but I'm telling y'all on this podcast, we ain't voting for Joe. We ain't gonna vote for Trump either, but we not voting for Joe. So I don't know what we
need something to happen.
We need somebody to rise up out the ashes. Where's the phoenix at when you need them?
Rise up out the ashes. Yeah, we need some help.
We need somebody, because
at this point we getting our ass kicked and we ain't even fighting back. Like, we on the ground getting stomped by some black Air Force Ones at this point.
I'm like, are we I know we in a recession and everything else, but damn, are we in a political recession? Where is all the young black politicians? Where is the people who have been inspired and have been, you know, running and doing things? Like, I'm just like, I can't.
They content creators now.
Well, get off your damn iPhones and get in the streets, because we need some.
They don't want to be bothered,
because y'all ain't gonna be able to create no damn content. Keep fucking around. Half these apps y'all using is owned by the Chinese and created by the Chinese.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Yeah, like, they gonna ban everything. We ain't gonna have, y'all ain't gonna be no content to create. I'm telling you.
Right.
Except,
Now,
ooh, look
this
at
ain't
me
for
moving
us
back
because we
into
majored in this. Okay. We always wanted to do this. We ain't just up and decided.
the
But like
right.
y'all out there who got politics and activism on your heart, go out there and do it because we need some help.
Mm-hmm.
We need some help. I don't know what this everybody love Disney, and I'm gonna be honest, I know Disney has this like dark history too. You know, they don't always do
Mm-hmm.
things right, and they haven't always done things right, and they have a very like up and down kind of history that a lot of people talk about all the time. So I'm sure maybe his like what's fueling him doing this, maybe it's some other things, you know, maybe it's some stuff he ain't just said out loud, but he know that's
Yeah.
going on out there or something like that. I'm just theorizing, I don't know, but he need to figure it out because it's kind of making him seem like, I don't know, like he's just nitpicking stuff just to do it. Like
Right.
it's no real direction in this. It just seems like he's all over the place and I don't really know why.
I don't know. I feel like a lot, and this might be me watching too many deep conspiracy theory TikToks and shit, but it's just like sometimes I be feeling like shit, and I keep hearing this word, that Donald Trump used all the time, propaganda, propaganda. But I'm
Mhm.
like, I do feel like a lot of some of this shit that these politicians are doing is just distraction shit to keep us from other shit that's actually going on. It's like, let me go
Mhm.
after Disney. So they talk about this, but while I'm doing this, I'ma slide and do some other
Mhm.
fucked up shit. But because I'm doing this shit with Disney, ain't nobody gonna report the other fucked up shit I done did. Cause we all talking about Disney.
Oh, I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a little conspiracy theorist myself, and I be believing a lot of this stuff because
Mm-hmm.
I just don't put anything past people, and I feel like the world is a lot more like wicked than we give it credit. Like we like to look
I
at,
told my mama that yesterday.
yeah.
I told her that yesterday. I said, I can't, because she was telling me to change my expectations. And I know this is off topic, but she was telling me I
Mhm.
should adjust my expectations, and because my expectations are too high of people. And I was like, well, Ma, it's not my fault that you raised me to believe that most people are good and that most people have good intentions. I said, but in actuality, most people aren't good and most people don't have good intentions. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's the real fucking world if we just gonna be very, very blunt and very honest about it.
Mhm.
It's like a lot of people do not, wish you well or mean you well. They want to get whatever they can to better themselves, and then they gonna do whatever they need to do to move on with their lives.
Yeah, and then they don't care whatever consequences that you suffer or whoever, or if they hurt somebody
Mm-hmm.
in the process, they don't care as long as they got done what they got done. And
And that's
so
what a lot of politicians do.
that's how a lot of politicians are. And so, and now to them, like these companies, even like the Elon Musk guy, like him being on Twitter talking
He's one
about
of
like people should be done with working remotely and like, huh?
What is it that you do? Because I know you ain't going into no office every day.
Yeah, and
Elon.
like I don't know, it's just like what is the point of that? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like
name his damn child a code. I don't want to hear nothing
it
from him.
just doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe in just like making people like calling people a genius or just saying somebody's super duper smart just because they have a lot of money or just
Mm-hmm.
because of
Well,
whatever.
didn't he
Like,
create like the Tesla software? So I would be very specific. I'd be like, maybe he's a scientific genius. Okay,
but
which
I've
means
seen a lot of people say that he really didn't participate in that as
he just
much. He's
funded
just,
it.
yeah.
Well, then it's like you a money genius. I don't know,
You know what I'm
but
saying? Like maybe
you
you
do
just
have to be
good at,
very specific. With
yeah, like
what
maybe,
you calling somebody a genius in, not an overall genius.
yeah.
Because you can be an expert in this area, but horrible in every
And
other
another thing,
aspect.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think just because you have money, I'm not gonna be like. I feel like people be just kissing folks' ass just because
right.
they're like, you know, some sort of famous or whatever, or because they know a whole lot of folks, or because they have money. Like the Lord giveth and he taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's not like you shouldn't respect people, but it's just like I don't know. It's just not cause for me to just be like falling all over myself just because of your money. Because he be saying a lot of stupid shit. But back to DeSantis and politics and Disney. I don't know why he doing this and why he on this witch hunt. But I don't know. More power to you. I don't know what to say for him because I'm not voting for him. I don't like him anyway. So
yeah, no,
I
don't know.
know.
And we'll see as more as this unfolds. I feel like there's gonna be some tea that come out, and I feel like either Disney gonna spill some tea or DeSantis gonna spill some tea. And I just want to see what the tea gonna be because it's gonna be some tea.
Yeah, I feel like Disney it's gonna get like scandal. You know, when they start coming up with different shit in your past, or like this woman said she had sex with DeSantis in a Motel 6.
Is this you?
Like in 1997, like
right, and it's gonna be a half picture of him from the side walking, and you can barely tell it's him. Yeah, that's him. They're gonna be like, see,
yeah, like we'll see, child.
A mess. Well, speaking of a mess, let's get into some TV mess, which is Power Book Ghost episode 9. You killed Poppy.
No, she needs to hear this.
No, because she's the one who fucked up this family. Diana,
you wanted us to be mad at him, but it's you, Ma.
You're the problem.
I love it. I ain't gonna lie. When Tommy pulled up, I said, "Now what channel is it on?"
Right. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Now what channel is it on?
Why the fuck? But you know what? It made sense, especially when I saw 2-Bit. I was like, "Oh, Tommy ain't too far behind if 2-Bit is harassing Tariq." And there he was. I was like, "Oh my god!" But first of all, let's talk about how weak as fuck the fucking security is at the damn safe house. Because how the fuck you allow some random nigga just to stroll up and you ain't on go already? Because who is this random person?
They literally watched him drive up
the safe house.
Yeah, like, they literally watched him drive
if somebody was gonna come to see y'all, they would call. They'd be like, "Hey, I'm on the way to the safe house, just so y'all know." You allowing some random person to just show up and wreak havoc.
And then Tommy was like, "Hiya, boys."
Like, they were just horrible. Cause I guarantee it was never mind, I ain't gonna even go there. But they just let that nigga stroll up in there, and I didn't like that.
I know what you was about to say.
Like, that was the most weakest, and I don't know if it's because Tasha and them was inside, so they didn't even give a fuck.
What color is this shirt?
Right, because I'm just like, y'all supposed to be in witness protection, and somebody literally whips up, and it's like Tommy kind of drove up kind of fat. It ain't like he just was like.
What made me mad was it looked like hell they stay across the street from Monet. Because how the hell Tyreek just sitting damn there in the driveway watching all this shit happen? Yes, walk up. Hey, hi Tariq. You're like, why you ain't just been going over there on Sundays then? Talking about something you miss your family?
Cause they probably like an hour or so outside the city.
Good. That part that made no sense to me.
But the kids find out that Monet set up Poppy, so they fucked up in the head. Effie locked up and don't want no help from nobody, like she always do. And Kane pissed off because he loved her, I guess. I don't know what this is between them. I don't know.
A little bit, I think.
I feel like they trauma bonded. Because what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here?
I think he actually liked her. I think he
genuinely likes her, but I don't think they're good for each other.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't think they're good for each other at all. I think honestly she was stupid for even sleeping with him, because after being with Tyreek, that should have been it. That should have been
see how what you got, what it got you in. You kicked out of your own damn business.
Yeah, and then even with Diana sleeping with him, she should have known, like, He just broke up with Sister
She
Girl.
just want to get a little pum pum up.
She
That's
just
all.
wanted
Diana just
to.
want to get a little pum pum up because that's
I
why she
think
was
she
fucking that lame
be.
ass nigga.
Yeah, like I think she just wanted that like validation or something from him. Like I don't know
I
what
feel
that
like she feel
was.
like it's deviant. I feel like everything about Diana is she want to go against what people tell her to do. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
my family want me to be a drug dealer girl. I'm going to college. My family doesn't want me to do anything with Tariq. I'm gonna sleep with Tariq. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't know. I feel like she very just like she want to go against the damn grain, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's crazy. And then what you call it? Kane just got this like vendetta. He's had like a vendetta against Tariq. Why I keep calling him Tariq? Tariq.
Tyreek,
Ever since
Tyreek.
he
What
Tariq.
more do you want
For
from
me.
me?
Ever since he got there, he done had this like thing against him, and so now just as time go on, it's just growing and growing and growing and growing.
I think it's because like the way Tariq came in, it was just like he came in like he was that nigga, and Kane is like, you ain't better than me. Like I've been the one pretty much holding this down since my daddy been in jail, supporting my mama,
Mm-hmm.
helping my brother and sister. You know, he really feel like I'm him. So he like, when I'm gonna get my credit? When somebody, what movie was that in the man stormed up? He was like, y'all don't support me. I get tired of taking care of this household. When y'all gonna ask me how I feel?
What about what I need on
What
Dreamgirls?
about me? Come on, cause
What about me? Yeah, Kane. I don't know. I actually Kane is a little slow because a lot of the decisions that he has made, even though he has like good intentions for the most part, because he's just trying to help the family out, they never really like happen. They never pan out well. Whereas like Tariq, a lot of his judgment is spot on. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
And the nigga is able to make $200,000 out of 15 cents. Like the nigga didn't have a
yeah,
car for the first 2 seasons of the damn show, and he was shaking and he was moving. I'm
yeah.
just saying, like we gotta give credit to Tariq, and I think that's really what fucks with Kane because it's like he feel like he ain't even trying, but it's just like
Hmm.
Tariq just that good. Cause like Tariq say, he watched his daddy do this shit. Like he got a blueprint. Like
Yes, yeah.
and his you know like yeah, it's
He's
just
he's
Kane a
he's
hater.
like a jack of all trades because he can fit in anywhere. He can be in like more white settings or like corporate
Mhm,
settings, and then he can also get down in the hood. And so like that
mhm,
kind of like background, and he's also very smart. He done been all these little private schools and stuff.
mhm,
He has a spot on pedigree for what he does. Like he literally is
mhm,
built for this shit.
mhm.
So that's the
How do
only
we feel
difference.
about Brayden? He finally caught a body, and it was his damn uncle, his
I
own
It's so
damn
crazy.
uncle.
We've been saying it the whole time that it was gonna be his uncle. Like once the whole little shit came out about
Mhm,
like it being a Ponzi scheme and stuff,
uh-huh,
we was like, yeah, I knew that, I knew that, I knew that, I knew it was gonna be his uncle. Cause
yep,
and then what pushed him really was seeing his dad like messed up about it, and then the black
yeah,
girl Kiki, she was like trying to run and shit, which
and his uncle didn't give two flying fucks.
at
His uncle
all.
was like, "I'm about to set you up, Kiki up, and your daddy."
Fuck y'all. Now let's talk about this. I don't know who's doing Kiki's hair and makeup, but you know what? That's what I'm talking about.
Where she messed up is bitch, if you're gonna be helping Ponzi schemes, what you need to be doing is putting you some money to the side. So if you gotta get the fuck up ASAP, you can afford to not have to go all the way back home. You could just go somewhere, lay low for a little while, and then come the fuck back. You was out here doing dirt and you didn't benefit not a goddamn thing. And then you sleeping with a goddamn Western and not benefiting a goddamn thing. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, what is you doing?
Not
You
thinking.
not using your coochie points in the right way.
Not thinking at all. Not thinking at all.
She
Yeah.
talking about my parents
I really didn't
worked
even
too
want her to
hard
be
for this.
I did not want her to be involved with Braden. She honestly
I
is too
liked her
smart.
for Brayden.
She too much woman for him.
He need that. He needs somebody
He
who's
need to
gonna
get
really
with another
snap him
like.
to reality, because he needed a wake up call. He needs a wake up call. Brayden don't know what the fuck he want to do. He want to play rich white boy, but he also want to be strug street dealer,
Strug street dealer.
drug strug. I can't even get it out. Street drug dealer. God damn. Ooh. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
just
she's good to like get him together. She does get him together, but I don't know if he gonna be able to maintain her. Like she's
well, he ain't got to worry because she went back to Kansas, wherever the fuck she came from.
yeah. Well, I guess maybe she'll come back when everything blow over.
And then she
And
gonna ask him. It's like, and then she gonna come. Like I just
so I wonder, is they gonna think that his uncle death was suicide and think that he just jumped off of the.
I'm
But
not
the
gonna say
thing
nothing
about it
because
is,
I did watch the episode 10 leak. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did, because after I watched episode 9 on the app, I said I got to see what the fuck happened,
where is the
because
leak at?
I had to search through so many Twitter threads, and every time I try to go find it again, I can't find it.
Oh,
And I
they
was like,
took
I
it
should
out.
have favorited it. I should have favorited it when I could. And it was a WordPress link at that. That was a crazy shit.
Wow. Um, woo, they was working
But it
hard
was
for that one.
HD. It was HD than a motherfucker. It had the stars intro and everything. I said, y'all got this shit direct.
All right. Somebody who work at the office is finna get fired.
Somebody said it was 50 Cent. They said 50 Cent always does it, especially since he beefing with stars right now. They were like, yeah, he leaked the last 2 episodes because he trying, he's done with stars pretty much.
Well,
And then Tommy's not fucking coming back till September. I'm like, God, dog. So you mean to tell me June, July,
yeah.
August? Y'all don't realize, and I know this is not what we had like to talk about, but this writer's strike is about to fuck with TV so much. You might as well go ahead and binge watch The Wire, The Sopranos, Real Housewives.
I ain't gonna lie. Long as Tommy been gone, they should have been done with this.
They are done. I thought they were done. Maybe not.
The writer's strike shouldn't even touch that.
It shouldn't, but they say it's not coming out till September of this year. And I'm like, that's a long ass time.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Between when we so used to everything being back to back, it was like Kanan, BMF, then Ghost. Now you gotta, this 3-month break.
I'm ready for P Valley again.
Oh, we ain't gonna see P Valley till maybe next year, and that's hopeful because they participating in the writer's strike. Same thing with Abbott Elementary. All our favorite shows, Abbott.
Oh wow.
Abbott, Black Lady Sketch Show.
Wow.
P Valley. All the hot black shows. All of them have said we on writer's strike. We participating in the strike. So
why won't they? I wonder why they just won't pay the damn people what they need to be paid.
Cause that's too much right. If people just did what they should do, the world wouldn't be the fucked up place it is.
They're just pay the damn folks. They literally are making the damn shows. Just pay them. I had seen a long time ago where I think it was House of Pain. When House of Pain ended abruptly, it was because Tyler Perry's writers had gone on a writer's strike. And they also talked about him and said that they would write things and do all this stuff. And then he would come in and say how he didn't like it. Then he would rewrite it. And then I saw him being quoted as saying that's why I don't hire writers anymore. They want so much money and then they don't even get the job done and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, pay people their damn money. And contrary to your popular belief, Tyler, you need the damn writers.
We keep telling you this, but you know what? Like we've said before on this podcast, specifically about Tyler Perry, he has a specific audience, and it's not necessarily us. It's really not. It's the mamas and the grandmamas and the great aunties of the world, and that's cool. But it's and I saw an article today that Jason Weaver was joining the cast of Sisters for season 6. And I'm like, you didn't got Jason Weaver on this? the what's his name from he played in the Lion King as Simba like on
Oh, you talking
Broadway.
about not he was in
He played at
ATL.
ATL.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you're talking
he
about.
was
He was in the Michael
on
Jackson
Smart
movie.
Guy. Yeah, Smart Guy.
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Jackson movie. He did
Mm-hmm.
everything. He on The Shy.
I got you.
Yeah, and I'm like, he gonna be on Sisters. And that's no disrespect to him. It's just like Sisters is so like midnight soap opera. And I don't like it that much because it'd be like bitches falling from the ceiling and shit. Everything that Tyler Perry does is so over dramatic. Even like All the Queen's Men or whatever that shit is called.
Yes.
It's like, what strip club y'all busting through the walls and falling through? Like, what the hell y'all got going on over here?
I know that they say like his work is soap opera-esque on purpose, like he wants it to be like that. But
not
I almost wish he would like
everything.
I almost wish he would say that so that we don't have these like expectations of the show being another thing. Cause sometimes when I watch his shows, like I started watching Sisters because DeVal was on there. And I was like,
it's too much. It's too much. And I know we saying this as people who like Real Housewives, but the thing about Real Housewives is we know that that's reality TV, and a lot of those situations are scripted, set up, or whatever the case may be. But you know, Tyler Perry is an Oscar, if I'm not wrong, Oscar award-winning director, producer, writer, or something. Has he won Oscars? Am I lying? No,
I don't know about that.
No, sorry. BET award-winning writer, director, everything, actor. He's giving so many people jobs, put so many people on. It's like we just expect more from him. It's just like everything. It's just. But anyways, speaking of everything, the Color Purple trailer has come out.
I was just thinking that,
and I almost cried. Oh,
I can't wait.
I'm like, this is about to be so good. And before y'all people online like, oh, why they remaking everything? They're gonna ruin the original. This ain't even about to be the original. It's actually a closer adaptation of the play. You know, so let's go ahead and get.
And also, it's supposed to be a musical. So remember because that
the play was a musical.
Yeah, remember that. I be wanting black people to know that because sometimes black people be going in movies and then they end up being a musical and they be like, "What the fuck?
They singing all the way through this?"
Yeah, this a play, ain't it? Yeah, it's a musical.
But this gonna be a good one though. That's the thing because they got so many singers up in here. Fantasia, we just got a 3-second clip of her talking about some man, and I was like, oh, Jesus. I'm gonna be in the kitchen of the Holy Ghost like.
And it's coming out Christmas Day.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be good. So good. It's gonna be so good. All right. So let's get into the real conversation. So as I mentioned earlier in the episode, yesterday was not a productive day for me because, you know, as y'all know, I have been dating and seeing people. And as of right now, my roster that I had is non-existent and I'm back to talking to nobody. And you know, it is what it is. People move on, you know, things happen. But in the midst of me and one of the people that I was hanging out with when I was deciding that I no longer wanted to deal with them, I realized that, or when I was trying to figure out what we were going to talk about today, I was just typing things in using ChatGPT. But it gave me an idea about this thing called, it says ghosting, benching, and breadcrumbing. And I looked up the definitions of these things because I know what ghosting is. That's like somebody just, you never hear from them again. You talk to them Monday, right. You never ever hear, see from them again. They might block you on everything. You're like, damn, what happened to Joseph?
They go Casper on your ass. Yeah.
It's like, damn, what? Okay. And I actually don't have a problem with that. I used to, but I feel like sometimes because if you can't gather your words or get yourself together to have a mature adult conversation, you know, about how something isn't working for you, I would prefer you to ghost me.
Let's read the thing you put in the note. It says ghosting or suddenly disappearing from someone's life without so much as a call, an email, or a text has become a common phenomenon in the modern dating world and also in other social and professional settings. According to the results from two 2018 studies, around 25% of people have been ghosted at some point.
I have been ghosted and I have ghosted, so
I have been ghosted and I have ghosted. So yes.
sometimes you just don't have the words, and sometimes it's like people, it's like you and a person just not meshing, especially if you know the conversation might not go over well. It's like I'm gonna just head out. I'm gonna remove myself from this so that I can avoid any friction. And that's when you gotta like just block somebody on everything. It's like you literally have to become a ghost.
Mm.
And it be that way sometimes. But for my situation was the one breadcrumbing, which I had heard before, but I had forgotten about, which is someone who breadcrumbs you, leads you on by dropping small morsels. That's when I first read this, I was cackling because I was like, they had to jab the knife in like that with the
I
definition.
know.
Small morsels of interest. An occasional message, phone call, date plan, or social media interaction. These happen sporadically and usually don't have any follow through. And when I read this, I was like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
this is what that motherfucker was doing. Because it was like, we might go out once every couple of weeks. You know, he might call me every now and then. You know, it's like, yes, we would text at the very beginning, we texted a lot, but the closer and closer we got into, you know, the situation that happened yesterday, it was like the less and less he was communicating. And I was like, God damn, I just got bread to fuck crumbs.
Yeah.
I was like, well then, what is? And I don't know. I just think that that's so fucked up. And I know we can't control that, but I'm just like, why don't you be real? Why don't you just be
Yes.
honest? Why don't you just be upfront? And I feel like I don't, and I think for me, what was kind of like the part that was annoying for me was like, because this person was older than me, like in their 40s, I expected there to be some more emotional maturity and
No.
wherewithal, you know,
No.
for there to at least be like, you know what, I'm good on this. You know, I've seen some things that don't mesh well with me, and I just think that it's best that we, you know,
No.
keep it cordial. It's like, and I know everything doesn't, you know, require conversation, but my thing is like, if we go from texting every day, all day, sending pictures, not like sexy pictures, I mean like real pictures, like, oh, I'm doing this, this is what I'm cooking, like updating each other, and we're doing that constantly for 30 plus days, and then you just want to fall off the map. I think that's fucked up. I think that's disrespectful.
It
I
is
think that's
fucked up.
like to the time that we have spent, both of us. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And that's the part that pissed me off. It's like, I'm cool with niggas not wanting to be with me. Actually, like, the better and the sooner you know, the cool best for me. But it's like, I just don't like the way they handle it, because it's just so, like, to me, disregards like
It is.
human feelings and emotions and all that. And then niggas be like, well, why are you so guarded and why are you so da? But it's like, well, you know, what I'm supposed to do? Because I
Yeah.
can't keep letting you step on my motherfucking feelings.
I
So
think
yes.
I like everything you said. I agree with. Just be straight up with people. I know that's too much to ask for sometimes because people just aren't gonna do that at all. But I feel like if you feel like that, you could at least just say like, you know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, or like I'm not looking for anything special. You know, let's just kick it. Let's get to know each other. Um, something like that. Like, but I think leading people on is an asshole move. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, older men do that, especially to younger girls, because I feel like maybe they think that they still trying to prove to themselves that they got it, or like they think they
And the
just
crazy thing is, I
can.
don't even be wanting a relationship. That's the part that where
Yeah.
it amazes me. Is because a lot of us I guess the younger girls who are dating the older men, which sounds, I don't like that. Women who are not as old as the men that they
Yeah.
are dating. Because when I say younger girls, that sounds real creepy.
Well.
But we know what we getting ourselves into. So it's like when I meet somebody who's 43, I'm not like, oh, this about to be my husband. It's like, no, this about to be somebody I can kick it with, maybe go out on the town, show me some things, some spots, introduce me to some new stuff. Like, that's what I'm looking for. So it's like, when there's always this, I don't know, mismatch of the minds where it's like, well, they feel like we putting this pressure, when there's no pressure at all, or this force, to be this thing when it's not. When you literally just be like, you didn't talk to me for 5 days. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
they don't have nothing to do with trying to make you be in a relationship with me. Even if you was my friend, if I talk to you as my friend every day, every single day, this is something that we established, and then you just up and decide that you don't like. If me and you text every single day, all day, we was like, good morning, Albany. I was like, good morning, Jessica. You going to the gym? Oh, I'm going to the gym, girl. Look at me, look at you. Oh, we text them for every day, and then one day you wake up, and we've done this for a while now. And one day you wake up and you don't text me, I'm be like, the fuck going on?
I hope she okay. That's what our mind go to. Like, maybe something's going on. Like,
right? I'm like, well, who did that? Because we ain't text, and when I find out ain't nobody died, I'm like, well, why the fuck you ain't fucking text me? Because we created a routine, and now you fucking with the routine.
Yeah, I think the routine of it all is what be scaring folks away, actually, because I think once they start seeing, like, I don't know if it's like, like when the Grinch started having feelings and he'd be like,
like it hurts. My heart is growing.
I feel like that's how niggas be acting. I don't know if it's that or if they be like, oh, dang, like, she really likes me. Let me chill out. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think that's weak.
I can really like you. That don't mean I love you. Like, I can just like you. Like, why can't I enjoy being in your presence? That's the thing. It's like it's like, to me, I feel like for me and my personal experience, because we try not to generalize on here, it's like everything with men, when you casually dating them, is cool until you tell them it's something going on that you don't like. And it's like, as soon as you do that, they're like, well, shit, I'm out of here. And it's like, well, why can't I just tell you I don't like it when you do this? It hurt my feelings. Like, I don't understand why it's almost like we supposed to be this, like, well, whatever, we just casually dating, so I don't care what you do. I don't care when I hear from you. I don't care nothing that's going on. It's like, nah, I don't operate like that.
Yeah, that's like, weird. You would want somebody to tell you, I hope, but I don't know. Men don't be liking the damn talk, so maybe that's what it is too. I also think, just like how stereotypes are or whatever, like, men have it in their mind that they think we want to be together. So I feel like that's almost how they, not like how they treat every situation, because I know they don't treat every girl the same, but like, I think that's just kind of what they be thinking when they meet certain women. Like, oh, she probably wants to be with me, no.
I want to be with somebody, but it might not be you.
It might not be you. Like, I think they don't be thinking that women just want like a casual thing. You know what I'm saying? When most of the time, especially nowadays, that is all women want, because y'all be full of shit. So, I mean, I don't know. I think if they would
now, what I do like is consistency, but that don't mean it's an everyday, every week thing. But it's like, again, if you establish a routine, something that you created, I didn't ask you to text me every day. I didn't ask you to send me pictures when you go to the gym. I didn't ask you to show me pictures of your children when you go have fun and do stuff at the park and go to the little league game. I didn't ask for these things. You just offered it up.
You just did
so
it.
So it's like, I don't know. And then the third term that I found was called benching. And benching is basically when you like somebody enough to keep spending time with them, but not enough to commit in any given way. So this is basically like friends with benefits, situationships, and things of that nature, which is basically like you and this person, and you like, well, I mean, I fuck with you and I like you, but we gonna be together, but we ain't gonna be together. That's what I feel like benching is. And I done had several of them. That's why I be telling people I ain't had no boyfriend in a long time, because I'm not going to count no situationship or this person that I was in a toxic back and forth situation or whatever, relations, whatever. I'm not going to call it a relationship, because you was not my boyfriend. I miss the beach.
I ain't never heard
I hate
nobody.
this stuff do that. You and my boyfriend.
I ain't never heard nobody call it benching, but I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Right. Or you putting them on simmer. It's like you keeping this person around. So you like, we just can be friends. We can be friends, but really
Yeah, it's just like the morsels, I guess.
It's almost like breadcrumbing in a way, but it's like I feel like you're giving a little bit more. Cause it's like you don't want to breadcrumb them because you want them around. You want them around like a lot of it, but you don't want no commitment. You don't want to commit. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Breadcrumbing is like
I can definitely see men. I know women do stuff too, so I'm not talking about it like we just so innocent.
But we don't.
But
women.
I definitely see men doing that because there are a lot of men out there. They want to have sex. They want you to come over all the time, or like y'all be cooking together. Y'all go out all the time. And then if a girl brings up like, okay, well, what are we? Then he's like,
gotta go. My homeboy said he got a flat tire on the highway.
You doing too much. It's like, damn,
man, we was just kicking and starting like you done fucked up the vibe. Damn, how I fucked up the vibe. I'm just trying to see is like, can I date other people? That's really what. Let me put y'all on.
I feel like that's what that question.
Let me put y'all on a little women's secret. Most of the time when we asking you what are we, it's like not we trying to force you in a situation. We're trying to know what is the parameters in our own head, not you, but our own head that we can play in. How big is the playpen? So we just kicking it. That mean I can still go out, entertain other niggas, travel with other niggas, do whatever I do as I please. But if you sit up here like, you my bae, you my girl, you know, we really rocking, we locked in real bad, then I need to adjust some of the things I'm doing. Cause sometimes some dudes be having certain they think stuff like just like they be like, oh, women want us to read their mind. Some niggas think you can read their mind, and they be like, well, we've been spending every day together, so duh, we together. No, you ain't never in your life ever said we was together.
Yeah. I feel like that's almost like gaslighting somebody. Like, oh, you here every day, why won't we be together? I mean, well, fuck. Like, you haven't said anything. Like,
I go to work every day, like I do a lot of things every day. I go to the bathroom every day. Like, what that mean?
But I know what's going on with that.
Right. I get a paycheck to go to work every day. I know why I'm there.
I know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with you.
Cause I'm not getting no paycheck, no pay stub, no W-2.
Yeah, that's weird.
So yeah, benching. I don't know. Yeah, I think I've done all of these, and I've received all of these.
I've definitely
like I've been benched
before
a few times.
Yeah, I have most definitely ghosted people.
I've had my fair share of situationships.
I don't know if I really never had like crazy. Well, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. But I have definitely ghosted people before. But it was always like in the beginning when we first started talking, kind of thing.
Right. Like, it ain't been no long term.
Yeah, it wasn't like a long term. Like we've been talking a long time, and then I ghosted you. It's plenty of people that like I met on dating apps that I ghosted because then it started to get real funny, and I ain't talking about funny, funny.
Right. It's funny, weird nigga alert. Nigga alert.
Yeah, weirdo. Yeah.
And one more person tell me, Albany, just get back on the apps. These motherfuckers is butt ass ugly. And I don't know what y'all see when y'all look at me, but that ain't me. Okay, I'm not butt ass ugly. I'm a lot of things, but butt ass ugly ain't never been one of them.
The dating apps, I ain't gonna lie. Even when I was on dating apps, it never like
it's every 1 in 5.
It like, never quite the quality.
It's like eating cold, dry, unseasoned fries.
And don't nobody want them.
Don't nobody want them. I don't want them. Especially not when it's like I could go get them cold unseasoned fries, or I could just go get I could just like go try something else and or do something else. Like it's like I go eat tacos instead. If this all I got to choose from, I ain't I stop. Cause that's what it feel like. I just starved. Cause my mama, I was talking to my mama about it. And she was like, well, maybe you just, need to not date and not do anything and just relax. And I said, Mom, I'm too young to not date and not relax. I'm only 26. I'm supposed to be out here.
I mean, I guess so. I think all of that is up to you if you're supposed to be out or not. You know what I'm saying?
And not like a whole phase, but it's like I don't want to be like a hermit at 26 where it's like I'm just in the house and not do nothing and not try to go out and not try to meet people and not try to like
right.
build connections.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't talk about a whole phase. I'm just saying like in general. Like some people they go on little brief sabbaticals. And they just don't want to talk to nobody. Like, I get that. You know what I'm saying?
I just came from a sabbatical when I first moved up here. I just met the niggas in April. They ain't none of them last more than 30 days.
You right. You right. Well, remind me.
Because I did get ghosted too recently. So I should be. Look, I've been crying in the club. I can't lie. But it's okay. It's okay. Because it happens. As a pimp, you lose some and then you get some new ones. So right now, I'm just on the market. So if you're interested in your girl, hit me up in the DMs. Why my page still open? But look at I've said this on the podcast before. Look at yourself in the mirror. And then look at my pictures. And then look at yourself in the mirror one more time. And then look at my pictures. And then look at yourself in the mirror one more good, like 10 seconds. I want you to stare and really consider whether or not you even think I would be interested. Because some of y'all, I know something wrong up here.
This is how though. They really be thinking that they can.
I know the elevator don't go all the way
up. If these people ain't got nothing, they got audacity. So
well, like the lady said, if you let a nigga shenan once, he gonna shenan again, and I ain't letting no shenanigans in. Okay, I have no room for the shenanigans.
I'm so weak.
So, anyways,
yeah. Just be nice to people out there, okay? And then nowadays, I get if you go somebody because I too don't like confrontation. So sometimes I probably wouldn't be like, yeah, this isn't working for me. I'll just block your ass. I've definitely done it. I've been there. But I
love saying be blessed. I really do. I love to be like, this isn't productive for me. Be blessed. I wish you well on your endeavors. Blocked. After I send that message, if you receive a message like that, don't even respond because I'm not getting it. It's not making it through. It won't say. I'm not gonna even see that. That message will now turn green. I'm not gonna get it because I'm done. If I hit you with a be blessed, that means I'm done. Because what was that? I think Kevin Gates did that interview and he was like, yeah, I be telling people I wish them well, but nah, boy, fuck you. And that's exactly how I fucking feel. That's exactly how I fucking feel. Yeah, I tell you be blessed. I don't fucking mean it. I don't fucking mean it. I don't. I want everything you do to crumble every single time. I really do. But the Christian thing to do is to say be blessed. So that's what I say. But I don't mean.
So that's what you're gonna say, but it's not in your heart.
It's not. He's still working on me sometimes, but I don't be meaning it. But sometimes I have to say that to refrain from saying anything worse. So it's like, you know what? God blocked it. He wouldn't allow me to go there with you. So I'm gonna just be blessed.
And I feel that. I feel that.
Going, I'm gonna hurt her feelings.
That's what I'm gonna start doing it to jobs.
Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Put that in your email signature. But per my last email, be blessed.
Be blessed. Thank you. I'm gonna just gracefully bow out of that. I just had to do something like that yesterday, low key, because, and I don't know if they be watching this. I don't think so, but if so, hey.
I don't even know who you're talking about, but I guess I'm gonna find out.
But yeah, I'm be vague because I don't want to be like funny acting. But yeah, I had to bow out of something because when I tell you, it was like starting to get a little hectic for me. And now that I have started this new job, and then I still have to edit our things and everything during the week. I cannot keep going to rehearsals and stuff. And so also I was missing my
Oh,
workouts when I was going. And it's just like I'm in
oh,
a season now where I'm really, really, really
it's me
trying to,
season.
it's me season. And I'm just trying to keep the promises I've made to myself.
As you
And I
should.
feel like I owe it to myself to do that. Cause in the past, I
Mhm,
don't feel like I've always done it. And I don't know if it's
mhm.
just like when you're a woman, sometimes we could be like, yes, men, people pleasers, we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And
Yeah.
all that does is help everybody else get their stuff done. And then you ain't got your shit done. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm learning to set like healthy boundaries. And yesterday I had to do that. But thankfully they like understood, and it wasn't a
Mhm.
bad conversation at all. But I had to gracefully bow out of that like yesterday. And so it's not a bad thing. And I'm really learning that like speaking up for yourself, even if they take it the wrong way, you can't never go wrong.
Agreed.
Can't never go
Yeah.
wrong.
And it's better to learn how to do that sooner than later because
Yes,
it's hard to do it because you don't want to
it
let people
is.
feel like you don't want to let people down. You don't want to feel because you feel guilty, especially if it's like somebody close to you, friends, family, whatever. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, this person, they've supported me, been there for me, whatever, and I care about them, so you don't want to, disappoint them. But it's like, again, when you in the me season, you got to be steadfast. You got to be
Yeah.
steadfast because not saying like your family or your friends or whatever is the devil, but sometimes distractions will come up to like just knock you off of things that
Mhm.
you got going because it's always other things to do, it's always other things to focus
Of
on. But
course.
again, when you in your me season, you got to really like be laser focused on that so you can accomplish, your goals. Not saying that you got to be in that for forever, but I think we all go through periods in our life when we're period of growth, period of change, where we really
Yeah.
have to, buckle down and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It's like senior year of college. It's like I got it now. I can't go hang out with y'all because I got to make sure I get about this hoe.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. I mean,
So,
and if they really love you and if they really care about you and your journey, they will understand. Like
right,
anybody that can't understand, like, no, I'm not coming because of XYZ, they ain't really for you.
exactly.
You know what I'm
And they
saying?
don't
Like
mean you well. They don't mean you well.
I'm getting to the place now where I don't even be wanting to explain myself to people. The answer is just no.
And I'm getting close to that. I'm getting close to that because I really, at this point, I'm tired of explaining my expectations. And I'm tired of having to like feel or being made feel guilty because I want a nigga with basic life skills and like soft skills and things
Mhm.
that most humans and everyday working people should have. Like,
Mhm.
health insurance, maybe a little 401k, things that I personally have or, that I'm working on trying to get. It's like, I ain't asking for much.
Mhm.
And I'm over trying to explain that because I feel
Yeah.
like, you should want that for your fucking self. Why would you not want health insurance benefits, mental health benefits, or whatever benefits, or whatever type of shit that you need to survive every day? Why wouldn't you want that
For
for
you.
yourself?
Not because I'm here, even for you.
So I'm
Child.
over explaining that. Like and that's the part of the day naps that I don't like. It's like I don't want to have to explain my views and my opinions. Like I don't want to have to feel like I'm was it on trial or something. Like I
Mhm.
don't like I'm cool with talking about it, having a discussion, but when people want to nitpick and be like, well, why this and why you feel like this, it's like, no, you know what, this is what I want. Now if you ain't got that, just say that. But I'm like, this is what I want.
Yeah, I mean that's how I'm getting, because I feel like I'm I'm actually a nice person. Okay. And I feel like sometimes when you don't speak up a lot, because I'm not the kind of person that be like all in my feelings all the time, or like
Mm-hmm.
always got to like be teddy bears and like sensitive, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
that kind of girl. I am like that, but on the inside, at home with the door
Mm-hmm.
closed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think sometimes when people like, because I'm not speaking up and telling them how I feel all the time, they just assume that you're good and they kind of take that and run with it. And so I'm really learning to speak up for myself and just be like, nah, I don't like that. Or I don't like this, or I don't want to do that, or what, just whatever. Like, just learning to speak up for myself, and not even just in my personal relationships, but like at work, with my family or wherever. Like, I'm just learning to like be more present and always have my own back, because you can't even always depend on people to just have your back. Like, I gotta be present in what's going on in my own
Because a lot of
story.
times people gonna disappoint you, and it's gonna be people you actually
Yeah.
love and care about. That, and it don't mean just because people disappoint you, don't mean that they don't love you and that they don't care about you. But people are going to disappoint you.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And a
are.
lot of times you're gonna have to scratch your own goddamn back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've learned that the hard way too, and I'm still learning it the hard way sometimes. I be like, damn, you mean to tell me ain't nobody gonna help me?
Man, me and you talk about this all the time. Like, nobody's coming to save me?
No.
Oh.
And these bitches on the internet who talking about some, ooh, my man paid me, does not work today. I don't know where the fuck they finding them, and it ain't at fucking Amazon. I can tell you that much. But I don't know where they find him. Their grandmama must have grew him in the backyard or something, because that ain't no Amazon.
Magic beans.
Because that's not the world we live in, hun. That's not realistic. That's why I hate when I see these posts and all these things. I'm like, this is not realistic. And most men can't afford to do that. But the average day man, and that's what most of us women are, the average day woman. I know we hate to use words like average and mediocre and regular, but if you ain't bringing in multi-millions and billions and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, you average. And honestly, if you're making under a certain amount, you really below average. But I'm just gonna be. I mean that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is, this fantasy land that everybody, men and women, living in the social media realm of it all, where it's like, I want Benzes and Lambos and Gucci and Prada. Half of y'all didn't even know what fucking Gucci and Prada was until you started following these celebrities on fucking Instagram and shit. So it's like, let's all work on our expectations and open our eyes and take off the obsession lenses with, what everything else going on in the world, and do what works for you and what's best for you. And I say all that to say, leave these girls and their proms alone. If these girls want to get ripped out the plastic and be acting brand new, have you seen that video? Where that girl had that plastic and her friend came and ripped it? If they want to do that, let them do that. Like, what I never understand, and I understand this stuff might be expensive for a lot of people, and they don't want to spend that money on their kids, whatever. But let these folks spend whatever they want on their kids. It's their kids. It's their family. I don't understand why we constantly always pocket watching and trying to tell folks what they can do with their lives and their time and their money. If these little girls want to wear that stuff, let these little girls. Now, what I will say, my only thing is, some of them be looking at and I heard this on another podcast. It be a little too grown. A little too grown. It just be, some of y'all be having slits going all the way up.
Not only that, the slit, it's the cutouts, the breasts out. It ain't.
Some of y'all look 35. Okay, some of y'all look 35, and you is barely 18.
Yeah, it's not too much.
It's just, and the makeup is heavy. Like, and that's no disrespect. I know we live in a thick lash and lace front, but it's just like, take a little bit of the powder off. Maybe not bake. It's just like you don't look youthful. The youthness. Like, y'all look like y'all going to the Regal Gala, and y'all 35 plus.
Yeah, it does age them a lot. I'm not mad at them like making a whole big deal out of the prom,
right?
Making a spectacle out of prom. Like, let these folks celebrate their damn kids. At least their kids in school and like getting done with school. And we preach, families and families supporting each other. But damn, when Black people, you know how we are, we take things up a notch and to another level. When we do that, now it's ghetto. Now it's bad. Some of it do look ghetto.
But let them be ghetto.
It's in the ghetto, y'all. Some of them
literally in the projects. Y'all expecting somebody from, and that's not down in the projects. But what I'm saying is, look at the surround. Like, what are y'all expecting these people? Like,
Nah,
And then
it ain't down to
how
that.
dare
It's
some of
like
y'all be pointing y'all fingers because I seen prom pictures from the early 2000s. Some of y'all wore spray dresses to prom, and I ain't talking about colors. I'm talking about you had some shit designed and put together, and it say spray across the front, and you and your boyfriend posed up in front of the clouds. And he got on his
yeah. I
matching
mean,
green striped
I
suit.
think
Like
people be like,
this shit always been hood and ghetto and
yeah.
flamboyant and extravagant. That's the whole point of black people. We like to do shit
We
big.
like to do shit big. That's us all day. I feel like what you expect, like a lot of these pictures that we be seeing, these inner city kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that they can't be classy and tasteful. It's just some of them that's just not they style. Like I saw Kevin Hart daughter, she went to prom and the Shade Room
Mm-hmm.
posted about it. And somebody was in the comments and they was like, I can't help but notice how the rich do prom and then how regular people do prom and even rich people don't do all of that. So what? Like
And
y'all,
also, I
who
saw a post
cares?
online that was talking about wasn't talking about this, but it was talking about LeBron James, and they were talking about how we put or his son Bronny. They were talking about how we put these expectations, like how he went to prom with a white girl, on these people who they were like Bronny is the fucking 1%. Y'all expected him to act like he from round the way, like he grew up in the hood, and this nigga is a part of the 1%. So it's like, of course, Kevin Hart's daughter and
Yeah.
other people who come from multi-million-dollar families aren't going to handle prom the same way as some other people, because for some people from who ran away from prom, from whatever, they might be the first person in their family to be able to go to prom. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
Or they might be the first person person in their family who's experiencing these senior year activities, being able to graduate, go to prom,
Absolutely.
do the things. So the whole family has rallied around this person because they like, damn, one of us then made it. It's like a lot of times the celebration is beyond just the prom. It's about the
Yes.
whole, graduating, being a senior, finishing that, you making it, you doing better than us, whatever. Like it's really a celebratory occasion. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
people go all out. And it's like, you don't know what these people done been through to get this person to prom, Or
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
mean,
times
hell,
some of these girls, go
they
ahead.
might just be excited that they can afford to go to prom, like, or that they have the money to have a dress and like all this stuff. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I understand why the kids like Bernie or whatever, they have white girlfriends because they go to school with white kids. You know what I'm saying? They like the
Mm-hmm.
kids that they around, and they around a lot of white kids. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I one of them people who roll my eyes when I see it? Absolutely, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is with that. You know what I mean? How we know his parents don't talk to him about dating white girls and like
Right.
you
And
better
they
talk to one of
probably
them.
do. But like
Yeah,
you said, it's whatever you with proximity. Bronny can't date a
exactly.
girl who live down in fucking Inglewood. Right? Like, I mean, they paths not even crossing for real.
Yeah, and it might not be hardly no black girls, at his school or whatever. So obviously that's the girls that you like. You like the little white girls. It just is what it is. But
You like what you see.
yeah,
Let's
not like
continue with
yes,
this.
edit that
So,
out.
right. We'll just wrap it up anyway. We were just basically talking about this whole debate about this hood prom and celebrities' children going to prom. And basically we were saying like how it's basically your proximity. And then for
Mhm.
people, what they deem the hood prom, a lot of times is more celebratory of the whole moment, of completing high school and making it to this moment and be
Mhm.
able to graduate and everything. Like, because most places you can't go to prom till you are a junior or senior in high school anyway. So it's like the whole thing. It's the
I think
whole
unless for
occasion of
girls,
it all.
if they get asked to go, then they can go.
Right.
Yeah.
But majority of the time when you go to prom, it's your junior or senior year. So
Well, I was about
there's
to
no such
say
thing
real.
as a hood prom. Huh? Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was about to say, we have on here like what's age appropriate and what's not. So we already said that we think some of the dresses are like a little too much for the girls, going to prom.
Hmm.
What do you think is the age appropriate prom dress?
I would say like I'm cool with cleavage and like a slit, but I don't think you need to. I don't think it needs to be like everything,
Yeah.
hanging out. Like, if you're going to do a little slit, I feel like you should probably cover the chest up a little bit. You know, if you're going to show your chest off a little bit, maybe not have a slit, you know, going up. I think it's just like, you know, not doing too, not to say that, right. Not to be too revealing it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think that for a prom, that's inappropriate, in my opinion. You know, because you might be 18, but there might be minors that, like, it's just, I don't know. It's just like, you don't need to be wearing no Rihanna Bulgari see-through rhinestone to the flow dress to your senior prom, okay? I think you need to maybe not, you know, save that for the little bit older, maybe 21, you know, but not to the high school prom.
Yeah, I think, like you said, like, if you're gonna have your chest out, maybe your legs, you don't have no split in your dress. Or what happened to just like normal, just like the sweetheart neckline, or like little one shoulder dress, or you know, something like that. Like, you don't have to be at the prom with a turtleneck on. But some of the dresses, I feel like, because now I feel like the thing is too, to get your dress made. And a lot of them, like, you know, they get their dress fitted and tailored for them. And I think that's cool, because a lot of them are designed by other Black designers and all these things. That's great. I just think, because I saw one girl on Facebook, her dress literally was like rhinestones on the boobs and then rhinestones where her vagina and where her butt was. And then
that's what I was like, y'all don't need to be wearing no Rihanna
like
Bulgari see-through ass shit to prom.
Yeah, like that was too much, or it wasn't enough. Or like I've
because to me you're still a child, and that's why, like, maybe that's the whole point. Like, it's like you're still a child. Like, yes, y'all grown, y'all about to graduate, you 17, you 18, blah 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 blah, but you still a kid, you still a child, you still a kid.
Yeah, because when we were going to prom, I mean, people just did not go to prom like that. I don't know how everybody else did it, but at my school, we didn't do it like that.
Cause I looked like I was wearing a sad teen bed sheet. I ain't gonna lie. I do not like my prom pictures. I'm not a fan of how I looked at prom, but that's cool because I grew up in the afterlife, in the post high school life. But yeah, I had me a nice little regular sew in with leave out. I had my hair to the side with some curls, and I had on a little purple dress with some rhinestone sleeves. That was junior prom. And then senior prom, I literally wore my pageant dress I had in the closet because I didn't decide to go to prom until the week before. Special occasions and me don't ever really work out. I don't know what it is. But I decided to go to prom at the very last minute. My senior prom, the guy I was talking to didn't want to take me to prom. So I went with my friend, and we went, and it rained while we were taking our pictures. So by the time I got to prom, I was just like, I'm trying to party. Like, fuck it. Like, I don't care. Yeah. And that was it.
Yeah, my dress for prom was my senior prom, because I didn't go to junior prom, but my dress for senior prom was blue. It was like royal blue, and it was, what was it? It was like a sweetheart neckline, but it was one shouldered, and then the one shoulder had like a ruffle going like that. So it was very cute, and then it kind of like cinched at the hip a little bit, and it had like some little rhinestones right there, and then it like went out at the bottom. So it kind of like, it showed my shape, but then it made me feel like I had like a dress on, like a lot of dress at the bottom. And then yeah, I mean, I went with a bunch of my friends. I had a limo, and he came to my house, and a whole bunch of my friends, and I didn't have a prom date, so we all rode the prom together in the limo, and we had a good time.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not saying what everybody's doing is wrong or right, but I do think y'all could be a little more covered up in some of them outfits. I will say that, and that's only because you're still a child. You're still a child. That's really it.
Absolutely.
But we gonna wrap this episode up. Yes. We want to say thank y'all again for just rocking with us and really watching the episodes and getting us this far. And follow us. It's always down here at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram at The Real Albany Ayana. And then my Twitter is at Albany Ayana. No, at _ Albany Ayana _ There we go.
And you can follow me on Instagram at _ The Real Jessica Monique. And you can follow me on TikTok at The Real Jessica _ Monique, because I post a lot on there now. I'm becoming a content girl.
TikTok.
Or I'm trying to.
content creator. I mean, you already a content creator. We make content every week, but you now adding TikToker under there. Mm-hmm.
Right. Putting that under my belt. So yeah, we will see y'all next week. Thank you so much for watching always. We love y'all.
Yes.
And we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
So tell me, how does it feel?